saw that video with Azriel Clary and Jocelyn Savage. They fought over R.Kelly, basically. Obviously they both in some kind of situation where they feel like they gotta fight each other because she came back into the unit that they live in Trump Tower, came back to get her belongings and I guess some other things that didn't belong to her. And these two girls started fighting. So Azriel Clary's went back home, but Jocelyn Savage is still under the spell of R. Kelly and his lifestyle that he has, going for himself and her. And so I knew this wasn't going to last long. I saw these two girls talking to Gail. I knew they were lying through their goddamn teeth. And now that all of this has popped off, Azriel Clary says she was told to lie for him. So that's perjury right there. She could get in trouble for obstruction of justice. But at the same time, maybe she wasn't asked questions that had to do with the other women. Maybe she doesn't know about them. But in regards to what he's really doing, if she is lying and covering up for him, she might not get in trouble because, she's basically one of those people that have that victim state of mind. Like they start loving their captor. I forget what the word is for it or the what they call that. But ultimately, it's really sad that this girl has definitely been used and abused by R. Kelly, like many of the other women that have told their stories. And for whatever reason, R. Kelly is in jail. I know he's in jail for a reason. And it's almost just like the O.J. Simpson situation. Like I didn't know. When I was little, I was like, he didn't do it. And we'll never know who did it. So I'm not saying that he did it. But a lot of people believe, the conspiracy theory alert, that the reason that he was caught anyway again was something else a little bit more less major, was because he really truly did it. But the only one that knows what truly happened to Ronald Goldman and Nicole is God and whoever else did it. So unfortunately, sometimes if the same thing keeps happening again and again, people start looking like, okay, maybe he did do it, So I'm not really certain on who really did what, but I do know that R. Kelly is definitely in big trouble. Not only does he have this child support hanging over his head, now all the things that he's done over the years is coming to roost. The chickens have come home to roost. So we don't know what he really did, but I have a strong feeling that he's guilty of 100% of everything that they're talking about. Ultimately, my thing is this, like if the man did it, he should go to jail for the maximum amount of time. I don't feel like we should feel sorry for him because he can sing well and because he's a musician. I think that's besides the fact great for him that he can sing well and he has a good voice, but he didn't use his talents the right way. And it's just really a shame that someone that sang a song, I Could Believe I Could Fly, all these different things, such a great musician, has become a monster to so many women. Okay, so that's the end of that. I'm done talking about the situation with R. Kelly, but, I'm definitely wanting your guys' comments below. Let me know if you really think if this is true or not. The next story that we're going to definitely be reporting upon is going to be based on the fact that, we have other reports coming in about Faith Evans lying about Tupac. There was a situation that they were at some kind of a culture club or culture club or something like that before, and what happened was, according to this I would say this person is a respectable source. I'll leave the link below. Got receipts for this, definitely. But it was one of Tupac's closest friends. I don't know him personally, but he does have a YouTube channel, and he did put out this information publicly. So I believe him. I just have a strong feeling that the reason that she's on this promotional tour to clear her name is because, like, you can't hold on to Biggie and then be with some other man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point in time, she's with Stevie J. They're married. So I kind of feel like whatever she did when she was younger is irrelevant, but they keep bringing it up, and Faith Evans keeps trying to clear her name and say, oh, I didn't do it, somebody else did it, not me, all this other stuff. Well, not that, she's just saying that she didn't do it and that everybody's lying. And I just think it's like kind of hard to believe that everybody would be lying on her. I don't think it's that serious that we need to be lying about Faith Evans and who she's fucking, because it's not that serious. Like, if she wants to be with Tupac and that's who she was with, and that's who she was with. Like, I find it a little strange that everybody's just sitting up here making up stuff about you, saying that you did something that you didn't do. If you didn't do it, you didn't do it. So I feel like her speaking on this is making it more of like look like a lie than it should. That's just my opinion. I feel like Faith Evans doesn't want to be associated with Tupac. She doesn't want people to think that she was with him like that. But according to my source, they said that she met Tupac the first day, went back to the hotel and had sex with him. Now, that's their business. If that's what she did, that's what she did. I'm not sitting here calling her a hoe. I'm not calling her anything, because in this case, we know that Biggie Smalls was fucking around with every bitch that he had, come in contact with from a look like. What would it do to you if you were famous, you never got any kind of ass, and all of a sudden you got all these girls coming out the woodworks trying to give it to you? Now, for that, we've never heard anything bad come about him raping anybody. So it's just really a shame that Tupac got branded with that, and so everybody just assumes, oh yeah, Faith Evans said he said to go down on him and this and that. Faith Evans act like she was some kind of good girl and that he just threw himself on her. I hardly believe that's the truth. Just because she's like, and the reason why I don't is because she's a Gemini and he